Alright, so hopefully everything is working correctly. Give me a second while we recheck and make sure that we're up and running here. Wi-Fi issues. Alright, just bear with me everybody. It takes me a minute to get everything started, make sure everything is working. Okay, let's make sure audio is up and running. Hopefully everybody is doing very well today. I just got off of from watching a live stream a little while ago. I was watching Martin Johnson over there. He's up in Idaho. I've talked about him before in the past. He's got a homesteading channel up there, and I was over there watching his new stuff. They got snow. I can't wait for snow. All right, that's an advertisement. See JT, haha, I'm first. Awesome, JT. Let me double check. Okay, audio is working, so I should be able to keep up with the chat tonight, which is awesome. All right, Bones, how you doing, buddy? Jeffrey, hello from Joplin, MO. I got my coffee here, and that is very hot. I will have to take a break here after a while because I'm going to have to fill up my thermos. But until that happens, let me go ahead and get on here. I do not know what happened with the live stream scheduled with Snafu Snaps, the interview. I did not hear from him today, so I don't know when that's going to happen. I do know that he's had a lot of stuff go on with his channel. His original channel is still up, but he has no access to it. He cannot upload. He can't do anything with his channel. It's been locked. So he's got Snafu Snaps 2. That's his other channel. I guess we were going to try to do something over there, but I didn't hear anything from him today, so we're here now. Rip Curl, how you doing? C.F.P of Survival Living is live, baby. Yeah, so I'm here. All right, Rip Curl, when you have time this weekend, if you have time, get up with me and we'll work on the other parts of your channel, your banner and stuff like that. If you're still having problems with that, I'll talk you through that, man. Laura, how you doing? I'm building my Berkey out of buckets right now. You're using 2 5-gallon buckets, Laura. Just asking. I've seen that before. It actually works very well. It's a lot cheaper than going and buying the Berkey systems. And I'm not talking bad about Berkey systems. Berkey systems are very nice. All right. We had a couple in our last prepper community group in Apopka. We all kind of work together on what we're doing and stuff like that. Unfortunately, though, we did not have one ourselves. So when we left, we didn't have one. So anyway, guys, those things are great. I have seen them make them out of 2 5-gallon buckets using the filters on them, just gravity fed through, and they work very well. So if that's what you're using, Laura, that is awesome. Laura, yes, I am. Okay, perfect. Prep Girl, CFP is the best, the original prepper. No, brother, I am not the original prepper. I appreciate it. I'm just a prepper. I do appreciate the support I get from everybody here. I am not the best prepper. I manage everything as much as possible on a budget because, hey, money gets tight. So being able to function with limited funds and still be able to prep and to be able to videotape and show you, hey, it can be done. Yeah, I guess we're kind of a budget prepper channel. It is what it is. Iron Man Spartan 2, can you do a minimalist 72-hour get home kit? Yeah, actually I could, Iron Man. And I don't believe I've actually done that, a minimalist 72-hour kit. Yeah, that's not an issue at all. Main thing on that would be water purification, some type of storage for water, and element protection. Because actually during a 72-hour kit, food technically is not required. But, of course, we will add food to that kit. But yeah, we can definitely do that. I'll definitely slate that up for a video. That sounds great. Iana plans and more. Hello, everyone. Definitely good to see you back. Prescott Caliber Club, how are you doing, brother? C.F.P.'s the man. How are you, brother? Man, I'm good. I've been busy. Basically, all of our spare time has been going anywhere from vacuum sealing to checking our stocks. And I just lost connection over here. Let me try it over here. Oh my god. Alright, I'm just going to focus back over here, guys. Because this is not working. Our Wi-Fi is just acting weird. We're using the mobile data here, so hopefully everything's working correctly. And I'm probably blue like a Smurf right now. Let's see if I can move this lighting. I do like this lighting, but sometimes it makes me look like a Smurf. And we don't want that. Alright, so let me get in the chat here. Let me see what was being said. Alright. So yeah, man, just been real busy. Josh Connor, how's everyone's wife surgery went? Great. She is home and resting. That is awesome news, Josh. Definitely glad to hear that. And I don't think you have my new telephone number either. I got to get that to you. Scrolling through. Winter forever. What up, C.F.P? Sideburns are looking awesome. Yeah, they're starting to thicken back out again. I had accidentally cut them a little too short. And it happens, right? Scrolling through here. Look forward to the video. Alright, Iron Man, I will definitely slate that video and we will get something put together on that. Actually, I've got a smaller bag. I think will go very well with a 3-day pack, a 72-hour pack. Yeah, I think we can get that put together in the next couple of days, actually. Miss Sissy in a van. I quit watching the Trump rally to watch you. Well, I definitely appreciate that. I did get to watch some of the debates. Last night? Yeah, it was last night. It was better than the last one. I'm going to be careful what I say. Last time I even talked a little bit about politics and I was very vague in it. That video is still limited monetization. Yeah. And I try to be real careful how I talk about that stuff. So I'm not going to discuss it. It actually hurts my channel every time because then it just affects it bad. Relax at Sage Spa, C.F.P and mods. How's it going? Good to see you. Lisa Jones, good to see you. Glad you made it. Josh Connor, nope, email me. No problem. I would definitely send that to you, man. Alright, scrolling through. Bones, do you want me to pass it on to Josh? Yes, Bones, if you will, definitely go ahead and send him that telephone number for me, brother. I would appreciate that. JT, yes, the number you have is good. Alright, scrolling through. El Michelle, how you doing? Just got the notification. We've only been on for about 8 minutes, so you definitely made it at the very beginning. We have not even got into anything important just yet. So nice to meet you. How you doing, buddy? Definitely glad to see you here. No need to get into it, buddy. Yeah, exactly. Alright, looking forward to using... Alright, scrolling through. Jan, good to see you. Make sure I try to get everybody. Jeff, how you doing? Alright. I first want to apologize. Rogue, hi from Grim Bishop, California. Well, hello. Good to see you. I want to first apologize to everybody. The last video, I had it set up on a timer to be released when I was at work. I was trying to get it close to my lunchtime hour so I can try to answer some of the comments. I didn't get to answer everyone's comment right off the bat. I had to pretty much wait until I got off work. It is the way it was. So I did try to get to everyone's comment on the last video. That was our little prepping video as far as vacuum sealing. I was not going to sit there and try to bore everybody with every bag I was vacuum sealing. I vacuum sealed 232 bags. 232 bags yesterday. And that was after videotaping 2 videos, editing, putting it all together, And well, I was recording one while I was vacuum sealing. So yeah, it gets a little busy trying to do the YouTube stuff with it. But I've managed to find time. See here. Fallout Shelter, how you doing, brother? Hope all is going great. Absolutely, man. I'm definitely glad to see you. Silver Bucket, how you doing? Alright, every time I raise my arm, I catch a shadow. Give me a second, everybody, while I adjust. We're using the lighting. Ooh. Bounce chicka wow wow. We're using the lighting from our Sandlinky light. And hopefully that makes it a little bit better. But every time I put my arm up here to, I think that may have made it worse. Every time I move my arm up here to scroll through the chat, I'm casting a shadow. Hope I didn't make the video worse, guys. I do apologize if I did. Lisa Jones, thank you so much for putting up Prescott Caliber Club's YouTube channel. Guys, I always recommend go check out him. Prescott Caliber Club has been here a very long time with us. He's a very dear friend. He is busy trying to do his videos, run his business and everything else. When we can finally tackle him down and get him over here to do a show with us, we're going to do it one day. But I know he's a busy man, so we are still trying to get that situated, and we will get him over here. See here. Carolyn Lowe, good to see you. Haven't seen you in a minute. Alright, let me scroll through. Alright, let me get back. I'm going to go and stop right here at the chat and get back into topic. First copy. Alright. Most of the regulars here are preppers. Most of the regulars. I do have some people that are subscribed that are not preppers. They just subscribe and it's interesting to them. For the preppers here, y'all know the drill. Y'all are already prepping. Y'all been prepping. Y'all have not stopped prepping, which is awesome. Alright. I had a comment. It was sent to me by email asking about the November 3rd event. And they said they didn't see where it's going to be that big of a deal. They don't think everything's going to happen right then. Hey, you know what? It might not. Alright. I'm telling people to get ready for November for multiple reasons. We've already seen the riots, and I do mean riots, not protests, the riots. When they started lifting bans on lockdowns, things like that, everyone's frustrated, they want to show their rear end, whatever their reason are. Okay, pure speculation on my end, but I have my suspicion what it was. Our good friend Magic Prepper just did a video yesterday, I believe it was, or the day before. I think it was yesterday. He was talking about they've already got unrest on the calendar. And he was talking about this movement that is out there called, I believe it's called Lockdown DC. Well, they're planning on unrest. We know the riots are coming back. Either way, it's not going to stop if. Oh man, we're just getting political stuff again. All right, I don't want to do that. I got nailed last time. We know it's coming, so we prepare. It might not be direct line November 3rd. We know it's coming. You can look at what has gone on this year. I think it's just going to stop. It's getting more and more ballsier. Their moves are getting bigger. They're amping up in their efforts. Not, they're going to sit back a little bit. I sat there and watched the video on the Hodge twins. Great group of conservative comedians. They got their own YouTube channel, and they had one of those individuals that likes to scream when they don't get their way. You know, we've all seen the memes where that crap. Well, this individual screaming about history has told us about Republicans and all this stuff. I don't know where they got their history from, because history has shown where, damn, we're getting in politics again. Man. Anyway, go check out their, I think it's their not their last video, the video prior. You'll figure it out real quick. You sit there and watch these people, how they react when they don't get their way. Eventually, they're going to find out that screaming and showing their rear end like that's not going to get the results that they want. So then they're going to start picking up stuff, throwing it through windows, burning down buildings. I did see some things in comments, and there's nothing bad. I like to address as many comments as I can, but I did see a couple individuals were talking about the government's not going to come for preppers' foods. That is debatable. Okay, I know people on both sides of the spectrum here that say yes, they will. Others say no, they got too much other stuff to deal with. They're not going to be worried about that. I try to prep for as much as I can for as many events as I can. Do I personally think it's going to be the government, like existing government right now, is going to be knocking down my door to get whatever cans of food I have? No, I don't think it's going to be them. I think if it's a SHTF scenario, and like we discussed before, of communal groups that are broken down. All right, let's say that you got. Let's take a city, Los Angeles. For an example, Los Angeles. Complete SHTF goes down. There is no way the governing party over Los Angeles currently, with law enforcement and things, can control that city without external support. So what's going to wind up happening is that city is going to break up into mini cities. And I believe the individuals over each mini city is going to be doing the food roundups. And that's as far as government, as I'm concerned, we getting food. Most of it's going to be looters, people that are starving, people that's going to be trying to find food, and it might be innocent enough that they think that your house is empty, that you're no longer there, and then it could be more nefarious that they know you've got something and you're going to try to take it. So I want to kind of cover that. I'm not saying that Big Brother is going to come kick down my door for a can of beans. I believe there's different type of scenarios for that, and I think it's going to be smaller communal groups, the people in charge. And we've talked about this in the past, but they're going to try to spin it as for the health and wealth of a whole compared to one individual. If you are the only prepper in your community, and a lot of people know about it, and they know that you've got a lot of food, and it comes down to it, yes, those smaller communal governments are going to come to your door, and they will attempt to take your food under the guise that they need to distribute that wealth amongst everybody else, because it's only fair that everybody gets their fair share. No, I do not agree with that one bit, but that's what I foresee happening. Doesn't mean let me move this light. I'm getting kind of dark in here. There we go. Maybe I'm too bright. Oh, I should have set up my lighting a little bit better before we got started. Alright, so let me get back in chat here. So I'm way past chat. I apologize. Jan said, I worked in the garden all day cutting brush, pulling weeds, and squishing cabbage worms. Alright. Iron Man, I have 200 Oasis water purification tablets. They do last beyond the date on the pack. Urban Grandpa Prepper, how are you doing? Good to see you, my friend. Prescott Caliber Club, I heard you talking about me. I was busy meat slapping. Side joke. Yeah, he did a video on freeze-dried meats. It was actually, when I got to that part, I about died laughing. Only Ryan. Okay. Scrolling through here. Give me a second, guys. I'm trying to see what we got as far as questions and stuff like that. So I don't want to bypass anybody here. Alright. And I know I'm behind, so I'm trying to scroll through here as fast as I can. James, good to see you. Alright. I'm not trying to tap the screen. I know that's probably loud on the speaker, guys. I'm sorry. All right, scrolling through, scrolling through. Trying to see if there's any particular questions. All right, so I didn't see nothing yet, but I'm not done through scrolling through. Another comment I did see, it was being directed to another individual. One individual had posted, and I do apologize, I don't remember your name. I have to actually go back and look at it because we do get a lot of comments. They were saying that they picked up 20 pounds of rice and beans, which is great. Absolutely great. And somebody else commented, there's not enough calorie intake for rice and beans. You know, you need to expand on your food and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure everything was kosher with that whole conversation. Um, yes, so I want to give props on both of those comments. One, that the individual went out and got rice and beans. A lot of people don't even do that. And I think further in the comments, they said they had other supplies. And the other one about the calorie intake. Yeah, rice and beans, just like I talked about in the last video. There's like 120 calories for a quarter cup in the rice and 100 calories quarter cup of beans. So just quarter cup of each, that's only 220 calories. That's a lot of rice and beans you got to eat to get a certain calorie intake. Um, I'm still trying to figure out who came up with the calorie diet intake for SHTF. I've seen 2,000 calories a day thrown up all the time. I don't eat 2,000 calories. I don't eat 2,000 calories now. When I was eating 2,000 calories, if I wasn't hanging still and working hard, I mean sweating sun up, sun down, hanging still, I was gaining weight. So I think that is something that goes on a personal level as far as your metabolism and everything. My metabolism slowed down many years ago. So my calorie intake is going to be different from you or somebody else. So I think you need to take a look at your own diet and base your calorie intake off of that. Now, do you need more calories than you're normally eating if you're doing stuff outdoors, you know, hunting, fishing, getting firewoods? Absolutely. You need calories to you gotta have calories to burn to do stuff. So yeah, but it's going to be a personal calorie intake. Okay, you're gonna have to look at your body, what you are now, what you're eating now. Is there's not a one fit all scenario. All right, so I do want to address that. But nothing bad to any of those comments. We all try to think outside the box. I was just curious, like, who actually came out with that number. Uh, Miss Sissy in a van. Out of curiosity, even though you live mobile, do you and Mrs. have bug out bags? Yes, we do have bug out bags. We also have get home bags. All right, we keep the get home bags in the vehicle at all time. Currently, our bug out bags are in storage. Yes, our bug out bags are in storage. They are not in the truck. Our get home bags and bug out bags are almost the same. The only difference is the amount of water pre-packed into the bags and the emergency shelters. That's the only difference. Bug out bags have a tent. They also contain more water on hand. Now they have water filtration devices in them. They got the Sawyer Minis. But our get home bag, because we don't, and our get home bag changes too. I know what our travel time is here. I know where we go. We don't go far. We don't even go more than 20 miles in one direction during a typical day here. All right. And it's usually the same spots: work, come home. We don't go unless we're going to the store, and even that's routed out. So 20 miles. All right. We may have to change directions and might have to put on an extra 10 miles or something like that, go around obstacles. 30 miles. 30 miles can be done in one day. Okay. Now, if you're injured, let's say you get a busted leg or something, can you make 30 miles? No, that's a different scenario. So we try to pack what we can on the right scenario. Now, when we leave town, and like we're we got to go see my mother-in-law. Um, our get home bags are going to be completely different. They're going to be designed for that trip. So I can't say that one get home bag is a perfect get home bag in all scenarios. It's not. Unless I basically carry bug out bags all the time in the truck that's set for never coming back. And then I've got equipment in there that I don't need. So there's a hit and miss on that. We do have them, but they are in storage. Alright, let me scroll back through here. Oh, and by the way, on the trip to my mother in law, we are not going right now. I think I may have talked about this last time I did a live. We were trying to get over there sometime in November. We're waiting to see what goes on. We do not want to be in Tallahassee. We can see the capital from my mother-in-law's house. We do not want to be right there if things go down. So we're planning things out, and we'll see how everything is before we go on that visit. Um, do we have an extraction plan set in place to get her mother, my wife's mother? Yes, if we have to. But we're not going to go there for our vacation thing. It's actually for our anniversary. My wife wants to go visit her mom. With everything going on, she even agreed, not a good time. So we're still, everything's up in the air on that. We don't know when we're doing that yet. All right. Scrolling through here. Bones, another way you can filter water is with RV filters. Yep, sure can. Alright, somebody's texting me right now. Okay, Josh, I got your number, buddy. It just popped up on the screen. Alright, scrolling through here. Andy Cummings emptying the freezer and going to do more canning. Alright, I'm trying to get caught up here in the chat, guys, so I do apologize. I can't reach over that arm. Oh, my arm is trashed, guys. I'm trying to make it, but it's trashed. I'm not as young as I was. JT, I need candy. We're probably going to get all of our vehicles egged because we didn't buy any Halloween candy. The yard's going to be dark. There's not going to be any lights on. There better not be any trick-or-treaters here. Let's see here. Andy Cummings, High Rev, P Rev 2, lion heads and chickens. My wife, that's her channel, she's inside right now. I'm out here in the truck. But I would definitely relay the message for you. Jan, 2,000 calories a day, I would be big as a barn. Yeah, it's going to be, I'm not saying you would. Please don't hit me. That's not what I'm saying. That came out wrong. If I ate 2,000 calories a day, I'd gain weight. So my calorie intake's lower. When I try to lose weight, about 1,200 calories. On average, good weight for me is about 1,500 calories is good for me. And that's with working in a shop somewhere, welding like that, or I'm not climbing a bunch of stuff. But now it just depends on what I'm doing. All right, let's see here. Rip Curl, did you ever look into that solar-powered freezer I sent you? If so, what did you think? I have not had time to research it. I did pull it up. I have not had time to actually fully research it. Excuse me. I've got a dip in, and it just went down my windpipe. Excuse me. Yeah, I need to learn how to do things again. Don't chew bubble gum while walking, things like that. So yes, I did get that clip from you. I did not get to research it yet. All right. Were you happy with the Slayer Mini water filtration. Sawyer Mini. Yes, I am very happy with Sawyer Mini. We're not affiliated with Sawyer Mini. For the price and the purification, I am very happy with. When I did my camp out trip, the water I was drinking out of the creek had a lot of tannins. That old acorn leached out into the water, giving it a red coloring. I know from experience, I've got ulcers. If I drink that water with that tannin, it irritates my ulcers really bad. So I was upset about that, and I went ahead and chemically treated it because the Sora Mini did not filter that out. The coloring, the water could have been okay to drink. Odds are it was, but because of the medical condition I have with ulcers, I already knew that would affect me. So that was the only thing I did not appreciate. That was the only problem I saw with the Sawyers. I do like them better than Lifestraw, even though that they pretty much the same design, except as far as the internals of it, it's pretty much the same design. But you get 100,000 gallons out of a Sawyer Mini compared to, what was it, 200 gallons out of a Lifestraw. I could be wrong on that. It's a lot less though. Helen Dixon, good to see you. Let's see here. Trying to get caught up here. Jan, be right back. Dog's barking. Hope I'll get the security cam hooked up tomorrow. I need to get my trail cam out. Um, I was out and about through the backyard and brush out there. I come across deer tracks. So they're all doe and there's some fawn tracks. So I'm not really sure how many. I think it's just one doe and one fawn, but they're bedding down behind a fence line. And when I was walking through, I come across a clearing. Everything's growing up. I'm looking at it. I'm like, yeah, something's been bedding down. I mean, they did a big area clearing. And I started looking around. I found the prints. So I'd like to get my trail cam up and try to get some footage of them. Our trail cams, by the way, they're in Faraday cages right now. Sorry, Sawyer May. Yep, no problem. We figured it out there. You gotta love auto spell, right? It always gets me typing in the wrong things. Oh, I'm here. What's wrong with Tallahassee? Relax at Sage Spa. Oh, nothing's wrong with Tallahassee. It's just that the Capitol is right there. The Capitol building is right there. Right. My wife's mother, my mother-in-law, lives within eye shot. I mean, I can see it from the Capitol building. So, since it's a capital of the state with unrest, that's definitely going to be an area that gets locked down quick and also a targeted area for riots. So, that's why we're not running out there just yet. Smart girl, New York City. Do you have stash of snacks? Yes. Morale boosters are always a good idea. All right. Now you're gonna have to be careful how you store certain things. I have found out that gummies store very well if vacuum sealed. If you vacuum seal them, they do get flat. But when the bag's ripped open, you take a knife and you just cut them. They might not look like gummy bears anymore. They'll all be flat, but the gummy's still good. Hard candies is definitely a very good item for morale, something to store. Peppermint candies, things like that, they last a very long time. Your chocolates, things like that. If you have the ability to regulate a refrigerator, yeah, you can definitely do chocolates. Chips, kind of cumbersome. Maybe some of those stackable, those tube ones, Pringles. Pringles. That's something you can actually store easily without crushing compared to bags of potato chips, the slightest thing that pop open. So, yeah, snacks are a good idea. I always recommend some type of snack. I like hard candies the most. Uh, Josh, I have not seen Flash for a long time. I'm worried. Yeah, Flash left the channel a while back, Josh. Prescott Caliber Club, we're freeze drying yogurt and eggs right now. I'm definitely interested on the freeze dried eggs. Um, yep, you're getting old. Yes, Bones, I am. Alright. I'm still the young buck compared to you, buddy. We had this conversation the other day. Alright. Andy, I think I heard you're a welder. My husband was a retired chemical plant welder. Comes in handy. Yeah, I've been welding for a very long time, over 20 years. Fixing to turn 42. I'm third generation welder. That's my family's always done welding. So, all right, I'm scrolling through. I am reading everyone's comment. I'm just trying to catch the questions and stuff, guys, because I know I'm behind in the chat here. Lois Young, good to see you. I did see your comment earlier. It's been a minute. Definitely glad you found us back over here. Helen, I can't drink water without it giving me heartburn. I thought it was weird. Okay, so let me go and get this clear. Like, oh my god, so like you gotta try like diet water. It's like gluten free, carb free, cholesterol free, diet water. That's the only type of water that ever passes my lips. There. And they said I can't act. Actually, they did say I can't act. I'd actually applied to be an extra in a movie many years ago, and they told me that I couldn't act because I kept looking at the cameras. In my defense, there was like 400 cameras. No matter where you look, you're looking at a camera. So, yeah, I needed acting lessons to be an extra. That's pretty bad. All right, Jeff. I missed that. Did someone say Slayer? Uh, Miss Sissy in a van. So get some gummy snakes. Actually, that's my wife's favorite gummy is the gummy snakes. She doesn't like the sour ones though. The trolley worms. I like those, but my wife doesn't really like those. She likes just the regular gummy snakes. So yeah, we do vacuum seal those. Let's see here. Scrolling through. All right, Trucker JP, how you doing? Hey C.F.P, awesome video about the buckets. You taught me something new. Well, that's awesome. I will give credit on the survival buckets. I actually learned those from Praxis Prepper. His channel now is Praxis Prepper Homesteading, I think it is now. That's where I first come across survival buckets. I mean, we put stuff in buckets anyway, but I never really thought about putting them in the ground. Those survival buckets, though, guys, we had to take some up out of the ground anyway because some of the cans are older than our rotational stock right now. So we had to pull them up, switch some things around. I did see some comments about setting up meals, pre-made meal ideas with the cans and stuff like that, which is a very good idea. I am definitely supportive of that. Our buckets, though, they were just like our bulk overstock, and I want to keep bulk overstock nearby compared to everything at a storage facility or inside the trailer. So yeah, having something like that. Also, survival buckets work great not just with food, survival items. I gotta be real careful how I say this thing because I don't want to get legally messed up. If you are a Bang Bang owner and it's on your property, it is up to you to keep your stuff safe. But making individual buckets for a fallback position or a reclaim position if you have to leave your current area, but you need to either get hold of more mag groups to come back and reclaim your area. Having stash points, caches of essential items might be a good idea. Most of y'all probably already know all this stuff, so I'm probably just repeating stuff that you guys already know. Lois Young, C.F.P. I was asking about Flash. Oh, okay. Yeah, Flash left our channel a while back, guys. I had said something, and he found it offensive, and he left the channel. Let's see here. I hope that he's doing very well. I really hope that he comes back and be part of our community. We really liked having him here. I really do. Let's see here. Sally Smith. I'm 76 and haul logs for our wood stove. Getting too old for that. What kind of for that kind of heavy lifting? Yeah, 76 years old. Yeah, I definitely will be. I definitely say start breaking them up into smaller twigs. Um, yeah, that would be difficult over time for sure. All right, let's see here. What else we got? Rip Curl, 42. Man, I'm the old man here. Let's see here. Okay, here we go. I see something interesting. Jan at Lisa Jones. I can start baking chocolates and cocoa. I have lots of recipe. You know what? And it didn't really register in my head this, but so just right now, having the ability to bake your own snacks, it's probably easier to store the baking materials that you need than it is to store your pre-made snacks already. You don't want to vacuum seal Twinkies; they'll just get smashed all to crap. But everything that you need to bake your own type of pastries and stuff like that is a good prep item. Okay, very good prep item. Lois Young, 56 here, you youngins. I'm an adolescent, okay? I ain't a youngin'. I'm an adolescent. Alright, scrolling through, trying to get caught up, everybody. Paul Taylor, what's up, C.F.P? I actually like the smaller prep channel live chats, so you have plenty of time to see all the chats, talk to us, and hope all is well from just west of you here in Mobile Bay. Yeah, I definitely like our weekly chats and stuff, guys. It lets me get more involved. I mean, I get to put comments and answer comments and things on the videos, but being able to actually answer the questions when they come in are so much better. Sure, I look forward to the channel growing, but yes, I do enjoy these chats, guys. I really do. And I'm scrolling through. So when I'm pausing, like right now, I'm trying to read, and the screen's so far from me, it's really tiny. I mean, it's freaking real tiny text. So I'm trying to see it. Uh, I made emergency buckets, but I did not stage them somewhere else. All right, Trucker JP. Just restocked our can supply today because of you and the similar channels. I was prepared and wasn't online, only allowed two per customer. 6 months prepared. Thanks C.F.P and Prepper Family. Yeah, that's another thing, guys. We talk about preparedness and stuff, and I've had people sitting there say, well, it's not going to get that bad as far as riots and shutdowns and lockdowns and things like that. I think we are. I think we're going to see another lockdown. They've already, I mean, other states are talking about, we're pretty much, I believe we are going to follow exactly what the other countries are doing. And I read an article, I think I put it up on our Twitter account. Um, they had released information about food shortages. Okay. One of them, the last item was spam. They said that spam should be, their future projection, spam is currently 26% low on their normal stocks on the market because of the last shutdown, and hopefully and projected to be back and running full force by January of 2021. They're expecting less spam to be available. And I've noticed when I go to the grocery store, before all this stuff happened, I would see plenty of spam. I'd see plenty of the, I think it was Treat. I think they also had the Great Value. There's plenty of it. No one ever touched it. I did. I love spam. Um, Now when I go to the store, there might be the max 8 cans if I'm lucky. So yeah, I think they're underplaying it a lot because when I go, it's not looking good. Uh, Kelly, late to live stream. Good to see y'all. C.F.P. Well, definitely good to see you. And since you're late, you get to stand in the corner. No, you don't. I'm glad you're here. Urban Grandpa, 64. Oh, you're a young buck. What are you talking about? Acting like you're old. Alright, scrolling through here. Bought a bread machine and the other day, quicker from scratch. Good if I don't lose power. Yeah, so those bread machines, things like that, they're, nice to have. Um, I did that solar video a couple days ago. Solar is expensive. It really is. All right. Our solar that we bought a little bit at a time, a little bit at a time. And when well, our light just went out. I didn't charge it. Whoa, guys. Give me a second. Let me switch this. Okay. There we go. That works. I have to move that a little bit. Okay. I did not charge that Sanlinky light. I've been using it for quite a bit, actually. I got distracted here. Oh, so back to solar. Solar is expensive. We've been buying a little bit at a time, okay? When I got hurt, I went through therapy and all that stuff for over years, surgeries and stuff like that, and finally they went ahead and settled with me. And we took a percentage of that and put towards more solar panel systems. That's also what we're going to be building in Wyoming with is that money what we had in savings. Um, I do encourage people to start investing in alternative power. It doesn't have to be 1,000 watt systems, things like that. Look at what it is that you're wanting to run, what you need to run. We had one of our members here said something about a medical device. It was a CPAP machine. So, if you have a medical device, what I recommend doing is get a kilowatt meter. Easy to do unless you know how to use a voltage meter. Amp it out. Let it run for an hour. Amp it out. See how many amps you draw per hour. See how many watts you use. Now, when you're dealing with solar, you really want to concentrate on your amperage because that's going to be your battery bank. You want to look at your wattage for your inverter, how much your inverter is going to hold. Now, I would first do that. So, let's just take an appliance I got in the house right now. We got a box fan. It uses 100. No. On high, it uses 126 watts, and it's like 23 amps on high. Our battery bank is a 500 amp system, but we don't get all 500 amps because at 12.4 volts, 10.4 volts, it shuts down to protect the batteries. So then we got to figure out how many amps we have to run that without the solar on, without sun. Luckily, we can run all of our fans and everything all night long on our battery banks. Works just fine. So you want to look at that and just target what you need for that one item. And then once you have that secured, then you can start investing on building your banks and everything larger for more items. But I'd first go with one particular item that you think that you really need. If it's a medical device, you definitely need it. Work on just that. If you don't want to do solar, there's wind, there's water, um, the hydro generators. You just put right in a creek that produce power, start charging up a battery. Um, Generators, the easiest way, but fuel will not always be there. All right. Oh man, solar won't always be there. Well, yeah, it just depends on the scenario. If a volcano, massive volcano erupts or a huge asteroid was to hit Earth and blot out the sun, yes. But for the other scenarios that are also likely to happen, it works. So we get round and around on some of that sometime, guys. Let me get back in the chat here. All right, all right. Just a weird thought. Probably a crazy question. Does anybody vacuum seal bars of soap? I was just thinking if if in the buckets. I have never vacuum sealed a bar of soap. I do know that bars of soap will dry out. Depends on what type of brand they are. I don't see any harm in vacuum sealing a bar of soap. If anything, you're just protecting your stocks more. So I don't see anything wrong with that, but I've never done it. Never done it. Get your glasses on, CFP. I am thankful to say that I do not wear glasses. But seriously, my arm is all the way extended. That's how far the phone is. And the chat actually pops up way over here, this little tiny section for me to read the chat. So actually, my eyes are pretty good. Smart ass. I love you, Bones. Not that kind of way. All right, so nice to meet you. Read up on the Dark Winter plan. So nice to meet you. I'm glad you brought that up. Someone else had also mentioned that, and I do have plans this weekend to check that out. If you have some extra information on that, my friend, if you wouldn't mind, send it to my email at centralfloridaprepper@hotmail.com. I would like to get some more insight on that. I do want to. We're going to be looking into that this weekend here at the house. Saint, thank you again for putting that information up because that is something that I want to check out. So yeah, that's actually something that's really intrigued me. I really want to check it out. Random with a bunch of numbers. Don't upgrade your phone or internet in home. Hmm. Sometimes you have to. Like my phone, if I don't upgrade or if I don't do the updates, I can't do my YouTube. Same thing with some of the apps that I have to use to do YouTube. I have to upgrade them. Lisa Jones, happy birthday to them. Whose birthday? Do we have birthday people here? Don't worry, I don't sing birthday songs. I think the scariest movie I saw when I was younger were the Mad Max movie. Opened my eyes to the fact that there are very different people in the world. I love those old shows. Josh, I want to know where all the four went when we were supposed to melt. I do remember those days. I do remember those days. Sassy Cat, wow, caught a live. Cool. Definitely glad to have you here, Sassy Cat. Paula, good to see you. How you doing? Andy, I'll be 64 next week. Um, Jeff, alternative canned luncheon meat for spam, plentiful and cheaper. If that's the one I'm thinking about, Jeff, we used to get that before we started doing spam, and I had a couple failures. I'm not saying everyone's gonna have failures with these things. I had a couple failures with the pull lid on the luncheon meat, um, and when we stored them correctly, I will say for anybody that's actually storing them, I would not stack them on top of each other on the lid because our failures were with that pop lid on those. And unfortunately, a lot of cans are doing that anyway. I mean, Spam's got the same pop lid, but it seems to be a little bit more structurally sound. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with the luncheon ones. You are correct, it is a lot cheaper. But we were stocking those, and we had such a high failure rate over a year that we quit getting those. We already use those through our rotation, and we are actually replacing with spam alone because of that reason. Maybe and hopefully you have better luck than we did. But we were stacking them. I think we were stacking them 5 high. I mean, the top of the lid here, we put another one right on top and, keep stacking them. So that could have been what caused our failure. All right, scrolling through. Rip Curl, do you think the lockdowns are going to start before, the day after, or a bit after? I think it's going to happen before. I think, I think our major. All right, I don't think it's going to be a nationwide lockdown as far as like the shutdown type of deal. I think we're going to see lockdowns at major cities and definitely capitals of states. Um, Major cities for sure because of the November 3rd event coming up. I have to be careful what I say because we got hit last time. You know what I'm talking about. Everyone knows what happens November 3rd. So I expect that to happen. And if things get out of hand prior, we might actually see a complete national lockdown. The information I've gotten from other people, our sources, are saying the week before. So we try to prep for that. Doesn't mean it's going to happen, but it's a scenario that could happen. We're preppers. We try to prep for as many scenarios as possible, and it is a very plausible scenario. So why not be prepared for it? Doesn't mean to be panicked and scared. Being prepared is not being scared. It means that you're aware of the situation. You've got information up on everybody else, and you can protect your family and get ready for something in case it happens. So yeah, I think something's going to happen. Uh, Martin Johnson. Hey, buddy, I was just telling everybody about you. Martin Johnson, guys, off grid living. I couldn't remember the rest of his channel name. Martin Johnson is the one I was talking about, guys. Him and his family live up in Idaho. They are doing homesteading and stuff up there. I've been watching him for a very long time, watching them build their homes and stuff out there. It's amazing information. I've joked with him many times, but it is true. I actually download his videos because I am not a carpenter. I am a welder. I build steel buildings, work in the shipyard, shutdown jobs. I worked in the oil fields. I cannot drive a nail to save my life. It always goes the opposite direction. So, with that being said, having videos that I can actually reference, and yeah, I've got plenty of books on carpentry and stuff like that. I did do work for Habitat for Humanity when I was like 16, 17 years old. I don't remember half of that though. But anyway, his channel, guys, I've always talked really good about his channel. He says, glad to see some good links in the description. Keep rocking it. Yeah, our channel has, we've gotten some better affiliate links and stuff. The channel's definitely grown a lot. But yeah, his channel, guys, definitely recommend y'all check him out. Him and his family, they work together on building their homestead. Great people, really, really nice people. They've always been real supportive of us. Just nice, good people all the way around. They got a great solar system that they just got finished upgrading. They went with lithium batteries and stuff, and I was really surprised. Our solar batteries that we have, they're 100 amp batteries. They are the flood acids. They're 86 pounds a piece. I think they are. They're not light. He grabs these batteries with one hand and picks them up in the bag, and I'm like, that must be nice, because he even stacked them up high. That must be nice. I can't do that with mine. But he did make a good point on his live stream earlier. He was talking about if you're mobile, like we're using a 6x12 trailer with all of our weight in there. That trailer only holds so much weight. Having those lighter batteries is ideal for like RV use, mobile living, things like that. You see people with van life. That's the new big thing, van life, and they're using solar. So those lithium batteries are actually pretty nice for that. Um, we're not going to go lithium with ours only because we've already invested with what we got, and I really don't know enough about lithium. All right, I just know flood acid batteries. I know gel batteries, and since we're just going to build off of that, we're just going to use the same thing on the homestead when we get to Wyoming and start building. But it's something that I am researching. I'm not closed minded about it. I want to research more into it. I don't want to go buy a whole bunch of lithium batteries and not know anything about them and want to tearing stuff up. So, but yeah, I do want to point that out. He's got a great solar system they've been working on. Let's see what else we've got here, guys. Scrolling through. Um, I have three 100 watts on the roof and three 100 amp hour gel batteries and a 3000 inverter. It runs my 65 quart fridge, lights, fans, and CPAP. No video games. That is awesome. That is awesome. All right, scrolling through here, guys. So, Mona Lisa, how you doing? Hey, C.F.P. Been here for 30 minutes, but doing some chores while listening. Well, I am glad that you are here. I'm hopefully keeping you entertained. To no telling. I'm always the type of person that you can always point at and laugh at. That would be quite alright with me. Smart girl, New York City, well, NYC. Just bought a solar shower from Amazon. Has anybody ever used one? Yes, if you're talking about the 5 gallon black solar showers, you fill up with water, just leave it out in the sun. It's got the clear hose attachment. Those work great. They really do. I'm trying to think about how I want to say this. They do not last very long term. Okay. The materials, let me say, okay. The Ozark Trail one from Walmart. Let me make sure I got that correct. The Ozark Trail one from Walmart. After continuous use, the material from heating up, and if you've got it hanging, you fill it up and hang it up to heat up, it will start to drag. Okay, and then the sealed seams are heat sealed and they'll start leaking eventually. Um, if you're using it for long term use, when you fill it up, leave it on the ground to get heat and then only raise it up for your shower. Don't leave it hanging up like what we did because over time it will stretch out. The wife and I, I think we did a 3 month camping trip in Leesburg. I believe it was 3 months. And we went through two of those just from the weight just constantly hanging there. But they worked very well, so I would fill them up, heat them up on the ground, then raise them up when you go to use them. All right. Scrolling through here. Sassy Cat. Can anyone tell me how to store powder milk? Yeah. So we store powder milk. We vacuum seal it. We throw in an oxygen absorber, throw it right in, and vacuum seal it. We haven't had any problem with ours. Our oldest powder milk is almost 3 years now. No issues with it. We just keep it stored, climate controlled, just like everything else. We haven't had any issue with our powder milk. So, and that is using I forgot what brand it is. I think we got it from our Piggly Wiggly. Um, Now, Augustin Farms, they sell the 10-year shelf life. Oh man, is it 10 or 25 years? I forget what the shelf life is. They got a good deal on it. Actually, that milk's very good. I had actually used that for my kids, believe it or not. Uh, we were actually out of milk, and I was in Arizona, and I just popped one of those open and made their bottles with that. Hey, they turned out just fine. All right. Rip Curl. Body armor and BP vests are flying off the shelves here. Do you have any in your preps? Rip Curl, yes. Yeah. I'm kind of weird about plate armor. I see the pros. It'll protect you from gunshot with a direct shot. But I also know that in complete SHTF, without a medical team, antibiotics, blood transfusions, and my light just surged. That's my dive light, by the way. No, I don't dive. I just bought it because it's waterproof for the camera system. That probably needs to be charged up too. It'll last about 4 hours without being charged. Um, Without that stuff in place, you pretty much got a death sentence anyway. If you got a direct hit on your plate, you're gonna be okay. All right, you're gonna be bruised up. You might have a cracked rib, maybe a cracked sternum, but you'll heal up. The shrapnel, on the other hand, is is gonna get you. Okay. Um, sure, we have surgical kits, things like that. I have basic knowledge of surgery, but I don't have the equipment to prolong and fight massive infections from a gun battle. So that's one of those prep items that you have to look at, guys, and go, well, where am I lacking it first? Okay, I got food, I got medical stuff, I have security. Now I need security protection as far as body armor. And is it nice to have? Yes. Was it on my top priority list of preps? No, no. Those are actually recent purchase. We have purchased ours back when old Chucky Boy was trying to get body armor out of civilian hands. And I did a video on that back when we lived in Apopka, and it got shut down by the platform. But it's still up as far as I know. It just got shut down where it didn't go anywhere. But yeah, that body armor, I mean, we've got some, but I don't want to get hit by anything. Let's put it that way. I don't know, guys. I've never presented myself as Rambo at all. Um, it's going to be a personal thing for everybody. But yeah, we do have it. But it's just a plate. It's just a plate carrier. I don't have anything. I don't know if they make any other type of armor. All right, scrolling through. What else we got here? What time we got? All right, an hour and 7 minutes. I won't be on much longer, guys. I will be getting off here pretty soon. Southern Boy Prepper. Hello, I'm late. It's quite all right, brothers. Good to see you. I am so far behind in the chat, guys. I do apologize. I'm trying to scroll through. Let's see here. All right, Jeff. That lockdown would start next week. The unrest will be in the same cities that are rioting now. I agree with you. I do. Lisa Jones, thank you so much for getting Martin Johnson's YouTube channel up for us. Again, guys, it's really worth checking out their channel. Um, just the whole thing about their family, the way they all work together. All right, they got their project. I mean, they look like the great American family that I mean, you fall in love with watching them. You just watching how they act with each other. They're all living right there. They're all working towards the same goals. It's just amazing. It blows me away when I watch this family. It's really, really great channel to go watch out. To go watch, I definitely recommend you guys watch their channel. And they do have some of their funny moments too. I'm not going to sit there and put you on blast. I've seen some of the slip ups coming from the guy that can't drive a nail. Actually, great channel, guys. Southern Boy Prepper. Love your channel, my friend. Keep them great videos coming. Stay safe. Southern Boy Prepper, I do appreciate that. I don't know about great videos, but I am trying. I'm trying new things. I'm trying to make better quality videos while we can. I definitely appreciate it, brother. I really do. Anyone have experience with polymer jacketed ammunition? Random, I would direct your question to Prescott Caliber Club if he is still in the chat. I know he's a busy man. He would definitely have some answers for you on that. He is my go-to guy with bang bangs and body armor and whole 9 yards. He's got a great channel, guys. Um, he would be my number one go-to for information on that. All right, scrolling through. Jeff Gregory, peace out, guys. Gonna bounce. Jeff, I definitely do appreciate that, brother. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, we won't be on here much longer, guys. I know everyone, it's Friday night. Everyone wants to go take care of some things. And Scan family, how you doing? I see you there. Do you know about a company that sells a low lactose milk in powder form? Scan family, I do not offhand, but give me a day and I will get something posted. I'll find it. If there is something, I'll find it and I'll put it in the community tab for you to take a look at. Let me look around and I'll get back to you on that, Scan family. That is a good question. Some people can't deal with lactose. All right, so it would be nice to have some type of prep if you're a person that doesn't deal with lactose milk. Um, yeah, let me look around. Let me see what I can figure out. All right, scrolling through here. All right, man, I'm so far behind, guys. I apologize. Southern Boy Prepper, making an armor room is something we should have to stop small caliber and rifle rounds, or just get reinforced wall that you can get behind. Yeah, that's not a bad idea, to be honest. Our design that we have for Wyoming, we are using steel plating, and that is in my blueprints for specific rooms. Basically, it's just so that we have a place to go to for the bunker that I will be building. I want to be able to have a path pathway that I don't have to worry about stray rounds coming through. Is it expensive? Of course it is. All that stuff's expensive. And I forget who it was that told me about it. It may have been Rip Curl. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it was you, Rip Curl, that told me about the bullet resistant sheetrock, or even, maybe even bulletproof sheetrock. Uh, Man, I can't remember if that was you or not. Something to check into. All right. Where do you buy your bulk powdered milk? Prepper Insight. Locally, we have a Piggly Wiggly gas station up the road from us. I usually get a good deal on powdered milk there. Walmart occasionally has it. I haven't seen it there the last couple times I've been in there. Um, Publix sometimes does, but Augustin Farms does have the powdered milk, and also Legacy Foods. We're affiliated with Legacy Foods. They also have powdered milk. So there are some companies that do have it, and they're the long-term storage ones. But if you're just vacuum sealing packages from the store, check out your local Publix. I'm trying to think. Like I said, Walmart used to carry it, but I have not seen it there in a while. And I'm trying to think of another store that I have seen it at. Save a Save, Save a Lot. Save a Lot and Apopka had it. We don't have a Save a Lot store right here near us, but Save a Lot stores did have it. So if you got a Save a Lot store, check them out too. Price is a little bit cheaper too. But we vacuum seal ours. All right. Scrolling through, guys. All right. So again, guys, if I miss some, I do apologize. Like I said, the Wi-Fi was messing up on the other phone. I'm not going to keep you guys much longer. That other light died. I got to charge it up because I have not charged it up. And this in here is acting weird, so I got to charge that thing up. That's actually, I like this light. It's got the different colors for shooting videos, and it works pretty well. It works really good with the GoPro. Sometimes LED lights don't film very well. But anyway, guys, I don't want to take too much of your time. Again, if we can get a link up again for Martin Johnson's YouTube channel, guys, I definitely appreciate you guys going over there and subscribing to him. He's got a very large YouTube channel, but I'm sure he's more than willing to take a couple more subscribers on. He's a really good guy. I highly recommend checking him out, especially if you're interested in homestead life. You're interested in solar. You're interested in wells, your own water system. Um, he does it all. Everything him and his family did. Okay, they didn't go hire a contractor to go build their house, and they go out there with a hammer and knock on the wall and say, "Yeah, we built." No, they do videos showing you everything they've been doing. They show you where they've had troubles and where they've conquered troubles. So definitely recommend you guys checking him out. Like I said, I'm a real big supporter of his channel. I really like his stuff. Anyway, guys, I appreciate every single one of y'all for contacting me, watching our videos, being here on our live stream. I really do. It means a lot to us, all right? My wife's inside. She's actually painting her nails. She's a girl. Yeah, that's quite all right. She's a prepper, and me and her had to talk about it. She says, well, I kind of feel bad to waste money on painting my nails. I'm like, you're my wife, and you look pretty, so do what you want. But she's a prepper. Sometimes she's got to have her little girly moment. That's why I married her. She's a woman. You know, whatever. Uh, but anyway, I'm not going to keep you guys here much longer. So again, check out everybody that we've been talking about. We got a lot of great YouTubers here, new people that's just started to create their own channels. Rick Thompson, how you doing, brother? I just now saw you. Just stop right fast. Don't have any bulletproof sheet rock, but my laying hens are bulletproof. I don't know. Those laying hens might be bullet magnets. All right. All right, guys. Let me get off here. Um, I've got to catch a couple things. So nice to meet you. If you could definitely send me an email on that topic we were talking about, that'd be great. So I do have some research and stuff I got to do this weekend. And of course, I'll be working on some more video, guys. Definitely enjoy your weekend. Stay prepped. Keep vigilant. Don't live in fear. You have information now. You know things are going on in the country. You can open up your eyes and just see it. Don't be fearful. You know something's up. You know how to prep. Make sure you're prepping. Just be prepared. Have plans. Okay? Have plans to deal with things when they come your way. Don't. I guess you can prepare for an alien invasion. I think the plausibility of that's pretty low. But hey, you never know, right? All right, guys. I'll catch y'all later. Y'all have a good night.